of height, and the dreams that you dream of once in a lullaby.
Welcome to my temple, to the Temple of Tarot, Astrology, and Yoga. My name is Ava, and I'm welcoming you into my temple for your October 2025 Astro Tarot forecast. Relevant to you if your sun sign, your moon sign, or your rising sign is Sagittarius. Now, Sag, I had already posted your reading for October just a couple of days ago, but I had to remove it for various reasons, copyright and so on and so on. And but it's been cleared up. But I wanted to preserve the forecast as it occurred in the tarot part of the reading. And so we're going to, I'm going to present the same cards that were in that reading that I had to take off of YouTube, because I thought it was truthful, and I want to keep it and not overlay it with another reading. So this month you're going to get it twice. Let's start with the astrology, though, to give a sort of baseline foundation to the tarot forecast. Venus is transiting the sign of Virgo, which is your 10th house. And Mars is in Libra, transiting Libra, which is your 11th house. So this month, the 10th and the 11th house are illuminated. The overall meaning, symbolic meaning of Venus is the energy of harmony, the energy of love, beauty, feelings, desires, heart issues. Whereas Mars, being the male energy, is about ambition, drive, motivation, pure, unrefined energy that is impulsive in its nature and can degenerate into aggression. As Venus's energy can also degenerate from love to despair. So it's there's a yin and yang even within Mars and Venus's yin and yang. That's why I like to use them. So the 10th house is about your career, your profession, your work, your social standing, your labor, that which you spend energy and time in productive activities. That's the 10th house. And Venus is in the 10th house. Venus is about bringing harmony, love, cooperation, and balance into your career, into your profession, bringing what you feel on a heart level into your career or profession. So this can be translated into, I'll give you an example of having a very harmonic work environment where people are cooperative, loving, and helpful to you. Doing something in your professional life that gives you feelings of satisfaction, pleasure, healing even. Working from your heart, working because you love it, working because what you produce gives love to others, provides sustenance for others, so you do it out of love. Having to do something in your profession out of love, out of cooperation, even out of romance, because of course Venus is about romance as well. Perhaps finding love via your career in some way, at work, within the work space, or something connected to your work gives you a romantic connection. Love within, because of your profession. In other words, finding others who also love what you love to do for a living. So sharing that between you could also be a part of this transit's meaning. But it's about your career and often bringing luck and money. Luck and money. So then we move into Mars, and Mars is in your 11th house. Mars being, again, the energy of drive and ambition. And the 11th house, I love the 11th house because it's an interesting combination of meanings. It means friendships, new, old, friendships that just start, friendships that have endured, and putting your ambition, your drive towards your friends, deepening your relationships with others, or maybe even pursuing new friendships that make you feel alive or vital. There's vitality, that's right, there's vitality here within the sphere of your relationships, your close personal relationships. But the house also means the fulfillment of your hopes and dreams. And sometimes those hopes and dreams could be connected to friendships, your friends helping you to fulfill your hopes and dreams, or simply having more drive, determination, fortitude, sheer energy to achieve, to succeed, to arrive at a specific goal, a dream, manifesting a dream. Hopes is also, because when we hope, we do dream. We dream of the best possible outcome. And that's how you create your reality, is through your hopes and dreams. That's why this house is so important. But you can't miss the opportunity that's being presented by this celestial mirror above us, star mirror. What's being offered to you is the opportunity to manifest or energy your dream of the month. And we have 3 of Pentacles. Now remember, we have Venus in the 10th house of your career. So let's look at the card. Here we have a church, or it looks like a church. It could be other sort of institutional structure of some sort. What we have in front of us are 3 people. 2 are dressed very well, and they represent the patrons, the people who own this building or structure. And they are in communication, negotiation with the other figure, which is a younger person who is in the dress of an apprentice. He is an apprentice builder, or maybe an architect. And he is standing on a bench, placing him higher up than the 2 patrons. What this represents is commissioned work in general, where you can identify yourself as the apprentice being commissioned by the 2 patrons to build something, refurbish something material, the building. Pentacles are about the material world. The 10th house is also about the material world, about how you gain sustenance in the material world. This card is about an apprentice who now has been elevated to a higher social standing because of his knowledge. Even though he is young and learning, this particular contract or job or project is his opportunity to advance himself. So it's about opportunity, work, career, opportunity, to advance yourself. Negotiating within your career environment in order to advance yourself. Learning in your work environment, again, to advance yourself, to become better at what you do and more capable of bringing in material resources. This is an opportunity for you to step up a notch. Whether you are building something literally with your hands, with your mind as an architect, or whether what you're doing is being translated into material wealth, material goods, objects. things that money can buy. So you're, in some instances, merely putting your money into your career, turning your money around into your career, or turning your money around into buying objects that represent the success that you've achieved. So, very good. The second card that you received was another 3. And this is the 3 of Cups. We've got Mars in Libra in the 11th house of friendship. And what do we have here? We've got 3 women dancing together with their cups held high. It looks like they're dancing and celebrating. Celebrating what? Well, the cups represent feelings, something that gives you emotional satisfaction. But there's excitement and movement within this dance. This represents deep friendship. The use of other people's diverse talents and skills, as represented by the 3 colors of their robes. Bringing those diverse talents and skills together to form an event, to form a project, to form a occasion of celebration. Bringing unity from diversity. No longer objecting to the differences in friends, but using those differences in a harmonic dance of creation. That's what your challenge is. And that seems very evident with all that energy going into the 11th house of friendship. So then, let's see what you received in the position of the unexpected surprise element of the month. Well, the Ace of Wands. Here we have a white hand reaching out from a cloud, holding a single wand upright. That wand has leaves growing out from it. This is the Ace of Wands. Aces are about new beginnings. There may therefore be a new beginning within your work or professional environment. Something new that's creative in nature is added to the mix, stirring things up like you would stir a pot of energy with this wand. The wand is about bringing energy into a situation, a relationship. If it's a romantic relationship, it becomes very charged, almost sexually charged. If it's a creative idea, that becomes electrically charged as well. It's about new energy within your work, perhaps, or new energy within your relationships, your friendships, or you may be using this like a magic wand to put energy into your dream, waving the wand of energy, pure force, drive, ambition to manifest your dream. When you receive an ace, it's predictive of an energy that spreads across time to perhaps even 6 months ahead. So something that is born here becomes totally manifest in over a period of a few months. That's what's unexpected. And let's see how it all ends. You received the 10 of Cups. The 10 of Cups. So we look closely at the card. What we have is a beautiful family, very happy. They have just arrived at the Rainbow Gate, which has 10 cups in it. Each cup represents a phase of their very long journey. Cups are about the feelings, the emotions that were concentrated into the cup of your heart. Each and every one of these phases caused a new evolution in your emotional life. And now you're at the end of that journey. There's a finish line. They have just arrived at their beautiful home. And they, as a family, celebrate. So remember, we have a challenge of celebration. Sometimes we fail to stop and acknowledge the successes in our life, the achievements in our life, the moments of sheer gratitude that we need to express. And that's what's going on at the end of the month. It summarizes everything because there is a jubilee, a feeling at the end of the month. And you have to allow for it so that you can begin a new sequence of learning experiences. That's how the card feels to me as a conclusion to your reading. So, thank you very much for joining me, and again for subscribing. If you want to, I would appreciate it. And or if you would like a private and personal reading from me, there's a link below. And now I'm going to give you your magical pass, your yogic magical pass from the ancient shamanic Mexican tradition. of yoga. It will either be attached or separate, posted afterwards. Thank you. Namaste. Welcome, Sagittarius, to the temple, to my temple, my studio, here on the big island of Hawaii. I'm here to show you your magical pass for October 2025. And it comes from the ancient shamanic Mexican yogic tradition. The shamans of ancient Mexico believed that we are surrounded by a literal vortex of energy, auric energy, which becomes more refined, ethereal, as it projects away from the body. So this next magical pass is designed to bring high energy, your higher mind, down into your vital organs, where they can alchemically process and fortify your intent. With our left hand at the area of the side of the abdominal wall, you have your spleen and pancreas. With your right hand on the other side of the abdominal wall, you have your liver and gallbladder. And these are the organs that will be alchemizing your higher intent. So it's very simple and can be repeated as many times as you like when you lack intentionality, high-minded intentionality. Remember, you need to be very heartful. So we bend the knees, placing the feet directly underneath the hip sockets. Let me move a little sideways so you can see. You bring your left arm up to about eye level. With one deep inhalation, you circle the arm back once, twice, then you reach up, looking up as if to grab something. You yank it down, and then you place the energy into your spleen and pancreas right here. You let it penetrate. You let it penetrate. Then you release it, and you inhale. You bring up your right arm to eye level, and with that same long inhalation, you rotate it once, twice. You look up, you grab something high above you, yank it down, and place it into your liver and gallbladder area. Let that penetrate. We straighten up, we release, we roll our shoulders, and we shake it out. We shake it out. A long, deep exhalation. That is your pass for this month. Repeat it when you need to intend an event, an outcome. So, thank you very much for subscribing, and namaste.